इस हालत में इंडिया को नहीं हरा सकते।
आपके बॉलर्स का ये हाल है, चौथा ओवर हारिस रऊफ करने आया, उसका सांस नहीं आ रहा था।
तो ये इस टीम से व्हाट वर यू एक्सपेक्टिंग?
I don't know what they're saying.
क्या होना था जो इस वक्त हो रहा है?
भाई कोई मिडिल ऑर्डर है ही नहीं ना।
उसके साथ पाकिस्तान के साथ ज्यादती कर रहे हैं।
सालों गटर के बच्चों, ये अमेरिका तुम्हें फेल गया।
ऑब्वियसली अगर अमेरिका के साथ ये सूरत हाल है तो फिर भारत की टीम के साथ क्या सूरत हाल होगी? उनकी तो बॉलिंग लाइन की बात की जाए, बैटिंग लाइन की बात की जाए, तबाकुन उनकी दोनों चीजें हैं।
इंडिया के खिलाफ आप क्या करेंगे? मतलब इंडिया आपको 50 पर ऑल आउट कर देगा और आप कहेंगे भाई वो तो विकेट का मसला था, पिच का मसला था।
अबे भाई ये बता दे कि तूने सुपर ओवर नसीम को क्यों नहीं दिया? तू तो कहता है बुमराह की जगह मैं नसीम को सुपर ओवर दूंगा। गए मेहमान बन के, मेहमानों ने कपड़े फाड़ दिए, अंडरवेयर उतारी, पूरे बल्ले डाल दिए इनके।
तो क्या कहना है पाकिस्तानी मीडिया?
All right, so I'm not sure what was just said, but I can recognize the emotion here. I heard from a comment in my reaction to the highlights of this game that the reaction in the Pakistani media was absolutely unhinged, and that the reaction there in the streets of Pakistan were absolutely unhinged.
मैं सर पकड़ के ना अपने दीवारों पे मारूं या फिर इनको मार दूं, मेरा इस टाइम दिमाग फट रहा है। मैं कह रहा हूं मैं ना इनको इन्होंने ये क्या किया है, ये क्या करना चाह रहे हैं? इन्होंने तो हमें जलील करा के रख दिया है। और यार पाकिस्तान मैच फिर हार गया इंडिया से यार, तुम्हारा मैच हार गया इंडिया को रख दिया यार
पाकिस्तानी टीम वालों।
All right, so I don't even know what was said there, but it was crazy entertaining. And so as an American, I got to say, that's pretty cool that a team of our caliber was able to come into a tournament like this and do something like that. And the fact of the matter is, even if we lose to India, which I expect a loss to India on Wednesday, even if we lose to India, if we can beat Ireland, which I'm not saying that's something that we can do, but if we can beat Ireland, I mean, we can get out, we can pass the group stage of this tournament. If the United States gets out of the group stage of this tournament, I think that, see, this is the thing, because people are asking me on the channel now, because you might have noticed over the last few days, the cricket videos are dominating my channel right now, and I'm appreciative of all of the new viewers and all the new subscribers. But people have started to ask me, what does this mean for the sport and the growth of the sport in the United States? And I don't want to be the negative guy here. I don't want to be the one who just brings bad news. I don't think it does much. I do think if the United States makes it out of the group stage, I do think that it's going to get some buzz on our sports media outlets. The fact that we upset Pakistan like this is huge. It's huge because if we didn't do it, and if our men's team or if our national team just lost every game we played and we were just terrible, the average American. First of all, the average American doesn't even know that the tournament is happening. I stand by that. If you were to go talk to, I would say, I live in Louisiana. If you were to talk to 10 people on the street, 9 out of 10 of them don't even know there is a Cricket World Cup happening. And I would almost bet money on that 9 out of 10 Americans don't even know that there's a tournament happening right now. And then those that do know either don't care or they're baseball fans and they kind of have this sort of animosity towards it. I don't know. But I do know this, that when we won, those of us who even know what's going on a little bit, our ears perked up. The interest perked up. And I do think that Americans, if there's anything we rally behind, is winning. So if our team did something historic, you're going to have some American followers who start going, hey, we have a cricket team and we're not awful. And so I do think, if anything, what this accomplishes for us is it at least gets cricket into the public consciousness. So at least the sports fans in the United States will now know that cricket is not only a sport that is played in Asia and in India, but it's also a sport that's played here. So I do think that's big. But if we're talking about the growth of the game, I'm not trying to be negative here. I don't think we're anywhere close to growing the game here, because we, or at least not in a grassroots way, I don't think we're anywhere close to growing the game over here. I think what this accomplished is it brought exposure to the game here. At least Americans are aware of it. We're aware of what's going on. We're starting to become aware of what's going on. That's what this tournament has to do. So I'll do my part by making these YouTube videos of trying to bring awareness to this game in the United States, trying to show other Americans that there is a cricket team in the United States, and showing that the World Cup is going on right now. And I think that's going to be big for some Americans. But as far as getting Americans to invest in the sport, we're a long ways away from that. I mean, people have brought it up consistently on the channel. The quality of the pitches that we play on is just not cricket quality pitches. And you know, I saw that from in the comment section, almost the entire comment section on my India-Pakistan reaction. Everyone talking about the field, the pitch conditions are what caused a lot of the poor batting performances. And so we just like to have the infrastructure to put in cricket stadiums, to actually put in, I guess, cricket academies and start teaching the young players how to play. I think we're a long ways away from that. I think right now, Americans are gravitating towards soccer or football more than I've ever seen. And so all of our young kids are starting to play soccer now, as opposed to, and if they're not playing that, they're still playing baseball or they're playing basketball. So getting the sport to grow from the ground up, not really going to happen. Now, here's the thing, though, that is kind of important. The United States being a country with so many diverse cultures, the Indian Americans who are here, they're going to be the ones who drive this ship. They're going to be there. That's the reason why we do well when we do well, is because of the Indian Americans who are here. The fact of the matter is, our top player on our team works at Oracle. Like he has a LinkedIn bio. Like these are not these guys who come from India and they take on and they represent our country on our national team. These guys are what's going to drive the sport for us. And so I do think for the Indian American population, there's going to be a huge boom in cricket. But if you're trying to talk about just the average American, I just don't think it's going to grow. I think this is a good tournament to bring exposure. Now, I might be talking a lot of nonsense here, and you might have a very different, vastly different opinion from what I'm saying here. And go ahead and leave that all down in the comments down below. Roast me. Let me know how bad a take this was from me. I'll accept all of it. But anyway, these are just kind of my thoughts about what's happened in this World Cup. And I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow. USA versus India. It'll be a fun match. I'm sure India is going to give us that work tomorrow. But we'll see it. See you in the next one.